Hello, my friends. Welcome to English with Ella today. We will learn English through a simple story called Eliana's Busy Morning. This story will help you practice daily English words, sentences, and grammar in an easy way. Listen carefully, repeat after me, and speak with confidence. Let's start our morning with Eliana. Eliana wakes up early. She opens her eyes and looks at the clock. It's 7:10 a.m., she says. Oh no, I'm late. Eliana jumps out of bed quickly. She runs to the bathroom. She brushes her teeth and washes her face. She says to herself, I must hurry. Then Eliana goes to the kitchen. Her mother is there making breakfast. Good morning, Eliana, says her mother. Good morning, Mom. Says Eliana, can I have some milk? Yes, you can. Her mother answers, your breakfast is ready. Eliana eats quickly. She drinks her milk and eats bread with jam. Then she puts on her school uniform. She says, where is my bag? Her mother says it's on the chair. Eliana smiles and says, thank you, Mom. She takes her bag and runs to the door. Wait, says her mother, don't forget your lunch. Eliana takes her lunchbox and says, I love you, Mom. Her mother smiles. I love you too. Have a good day. Eliana runs to the bus stop. She sees her friend Tom. She says, hi. Eliana says, Tom, you're late today? Yes. Eliana laughs. I woke up late. The bus comes, they get on the bus and sit together. They talk and laugh on the way. Tom says, Eliana, thank you for helping me with my homework. Eliana smiles. You're welcome, Tom. Learning together is fun. When Eliana reaches home, she opens the door and says, Mom, I'm home. Her mother, Tsega, smiles from the kitchen. Welcome back, my dear. How was school today? Eliana says, it was great, Mom. I learned about daily activities in English class. That's wonderful, says Tsega. You're learning so well. Eliana puts her bag on the table and washes her hands. She sees her little sister sitting on the floor playing with toys. Hi, sweetie, Eliana says. Did you miss me? Her sister smiles and says, yes, I missed you. Then her two brothers run into the room. Hey, Eliana, they shout. Let's play later. Eliana laughs. Okay, but first I have to eat and do my homework. She goes to the kitchen and says, Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have some fruit? Tsega says, yes, you can. There are apples and bananas on the table. Eliana takes an apple, sits down, and says, it's so sweet. After eating, Eliana goes to her room to do her homework. She writes carefully in her notebook. Her sister comes and watches quietly. Eliana smiles. You can learn with me if you want. Her sister nods and says, I can write too. Eliana says, good job. You're a smart girl. When she finishes her homework, Eliana helps her mother in the kitchen. Tsega says, can you wash the vegetables, please? Eliana says, yes, Mom, I can. They cook dinner together and talk about the day. A few minutes later, the door opens. Her father, Teklit, comes home and says, hello, my beautiful family. Eliana runs to hug him. Dad! You're home. Her two brothers shout, Daddy! And jump into his arms. Her sister laughs loudly. Teklit smiles. I missed you all today. They all sit together at the table for dinner. Eliana says, thank you, Mom, for the food. Teklit says, let's eat together, my family. They eat, laugh, and talk about school, work, and dreams. Everyone is happy and full of love. After dinner, Eliana helps her brothers clean up. Her father plays soft music, and the family relaxes together. Then Eliana takes a shower, brushes her teeth, and puts on her pajamas. She checks her school bag and says, everything is ready for tomorrow. Her mother comes to her room and says, good night, Eliana. Sweet dreams. Her father stands by the door and says, sleep well, my little star. Her sister hugs her tightly. Good night, big sister. Her brothers wave and say, see you in the morning. Eliana smiles and whispers, "I love my family." She turns off the light and says softly, "Today was a happy